Hey guys, this is the second video of the replacement transformer for the furnace. They call it furnace. It's really the AC handler. In Florida, this part is in the garage. Let's see if I can show you where it is. Okay, so that's the AC handler. Looks kind of corroded there, but who knows what that's from. But anyway, it needs cleaning. I'm going to clean this big fan later. It's got a lot of dust on it. I'm going to take maybe a stiff brush, plastic, and clean all the fins. I'm going to be careful though, so you should also be careful. I'm not going to show you how to hook up the wiring because I can't hold the phone and do it at the same time. But, when you take off the old transformer, just label it with some white tape. Right, so this is the replacement transformer. It's different than the original. I'm sorry I don't have the original, but that is shown in video 1 maybe after I cut it open. I'm not sure, but I did cut it open to see how bad it was and what happened to it, and it looks like it took a big spike of 200 and something volts, maybe 400, who knows, but all the coils were blown apart and melted. And it had that smell to it. So, like I said, this one it's a little different, but you just have to match up 3 things. You have to match up the input high voltage. I don't know if you could see it. The input high voltage, which is the last one. Okay, usually the second one, it has a cap on it. Usually that one is ignored. You're probably not going to hook that up if you live in Florida, especially. So as long as this one says 230 or 240, the original might say 230. As long as the new one, the new power supply or new transformer, is a higher voltage, like 240, then it's fine. Okay, don't get the opposite. If you have 240 and they send you a 230, not sure if that's good or not. Okay, so that's the input. Okay, that's the 240 or 230 input. The other one on the other side is just the common one. Okay, you should label these. Not sure if it matters if you put, black or red or white or red or white, whatever was going into your original transform, but you should label it. It's very easy. On the other side, it doesn't really say anything like the original. Okay, and this is the output. This has two prongs. Okay, and it's labeled 24, and these do not matter which ones you connect to there. So don't worry if you forget which ones you took off of here. As long as you hook the 24 volts, from here to the wires you disconnected, that's fine. Okay, and I believe the other power supply, it stood up like this, and it had a slot, I think, in the middle, and then these prongs were sticking up from here and here, and then here and here. So it doesn't matter, okay, because if you want to mount it the regular way, you just gotta think about this mount here. You see it's thin. Some of them go all the way across. They're fat. They won't slip into that little piece that's I don't know, let's call it a slot. That's in the air handle, so you won't get a tight fit. You can even drill your own holes as long as there's nothing underneath there. Usually it's hollow underneath, so you can drill your own holes any way you want. I mean, I can mount this thing on the outside if I wanted to. Let's see. That's probably about it. I mean, I got this from Amazon. It only cost me $22. the original one, which I thought was original, but I had to send back, which you probably will see in video 1. It looked original. It looked perfect, and that's what I wanted, because I figured if it lasted that long, I want the original. But it turned out that he sent me a different kind. So I'm not going to pay $65 for an aftermarket, crappy transformer. So I sent it back. I got this one for $22. It's the same thing. It's got okay reviews. Just make sure, if you want to go a little further with this, to make sure it's good quality, make sure you turn off the circuit breakers first. Make sure you turn off the ones that say AC and furnace, because I turn off my AC and it's still voltage still goes through here. So this must be called a furnace. I don't know why, but that's what it's labeled as. So turn the both of them off, and then connect the high voltage 230 or 240 to here, and then take your meter and then connect it to here. And it's supposed to be 24, but you might see 28. Okay, it is a little higher. 29 is the most you want to go. If it's more than 29 output, forget it. You better return it, because it's probably cheap, or when they were winding the coil, maybe some of the what do you call it, varnish or whatever, that coating that's on there, maybe it came off and it bridged together. So you don't want anything more than 29 output. It will cut down when let's say something is energized or it turns on in here. The fan turns on, or maybe the thermostat is being powered, or the relay turns on, and then you measure the voltage, the output voltage over here. It will drop. So maybe that's why they make it a little higher. But your little circuit board that this connects to, it should have some kind of regulator in it, or something to regulate the power. So this is the one I bought. My phone doesn't really focus up close, but if you're looking at this video on the phone, you can pinch the phone and make the video bigger. So you'll be able to see this number, and this is the number you're looking for. It starts with the 0. Okay, it's 0, 1, 3, 0. M as in mother, 0, 0, 1, 3, 8. Okay, and like I said, you have to match up the input, which is 230 to 240, and you have to match up the VAC out. That's the 24 volts. And also, there's another number here, well, another value, whatever you want to call it. It's 40 volt amp. Make sure it says 40. That's very important. 40 volt amp. That's not the output of here. Okay? So it has to be 40 volt amp, and it has to be 60 hertz for the US. Don't order from the UK, or be careful for China too, because they might have 50 hertz. Okay, so make sure that says that. And like I said, the output, 24. Okay, you can get anything. This don't even have to look like this. It could look like a triangle. It could be bigger. It could be smaller. This metal thing could be this way. It could be this way. Different bracket. Doesn't matter. Only the voltage matters. Input, output, volts, amps, 60 hertz. Just match all of that up, okay? It should be on your transformer. Mine was on the side on a sticker, so look for it. Really good. And this is the box it came in. Now, even though this says Goodman, which is supposed to be like transformer, I think made in the USA, it's not. It's probably just a Chinese duplicate. But I did measure the voltage, and it was like 27.8. So that's fine. Like I said, don't go over 30 output, because then something might be wrong inside. You know, the coils might be touching together. All right. Just a reminder, don't forget to turn off those 2 circuit breakers, AC and furnace. All right. All right. Take care. Good luck.